True authentic power is being real, without limitations, without any self-doubt, guilt, anger, resentment, pain, etc. Life is really simple. It's only us that likes to complicate it. Living real, living your true authentic self takes no energy at all. And I learned this when I did my psychic training in San Francisco. Effort makes you really tired. And especially sensitive people and females who carry a lot of female energy, female creative energy. I found when I was a stockbroker and tried to be like a man, I was tired. And especially learning all that stuff made my head hurt. So I really tuned into the energy of the stock market, and I could tune in and really, there was one in the Wall Street Journal when the stock market crashed. A week before the crash, energetically I could feel something, and then in my dreams a voice said, "Sell." So, well, who am I? So I phoned up all my friends in the financial business, those who'd been to Eton, Cambridge and Harvard, and I said, "I think the market's going to crash. What do you think?" "Oh, no, it's really going up and up." So I thought, well, they know more than I do, so, okay, won't do anything. Well, the morning before the crash, this voice in my ear said, "Sell!" Well, I don't get what anyone's saying. They might have all these degrees, but I'm following my intuition, this voice. And so I sold my clients out, and the next minute, the market crashed. And so we were celebrating in a restaurant while everyone else was really quite miserable. But that's what I mean about following your intuition. And your intuition is showing you. And I had one man who worked for a major bank. He used to be able to tell on the ticker tape if it was what was going to happen, and he came to see me because he'd lost his touch. Well, he lost his touch and his clarity because he had too much going on in his personal life. So sorting that out, he can watch the ticker again. Not his heart, but the ticker tape, that one that flashes across. And so being real, being relaxed, and not stressed out all the time, like you're on a tightrope and your whole body is so tense. It's like your body contracts and no flow of infinite intelligence can get through. So by being relaxed, not trying, and this was the thing on the psychic healing, it was all in the not trying, to be receptive. It's like using your feminine energy to get information. And I can, scan a person's body, even over the telephone, and I can see where blockages are. Or in the stock market, what's going to happen. And I had a radio show in Hong Kong, and so that was really good. And so in the Wall Street Journal was Carmel laughing all the way to the bank, because I also made a laughing tape, and that started selling in great quantities. So it's funny, in the Wall Street Journal, which is quite serious, but there was my laughing tape. So, but when we can laugh at ourselves and have our body relaxed and receptive, that's when things come to us. Our loved ones usually come to us in our dreams, because that's when we're open and relaxed. But they can come during the day if you're relaxed. And being true to yourself, I think, means not pretending, being real, saying what's truth for you. Because the truth is always there. We pick it up, and it's once you say it, it's like it's out there, and then it's sort of gone. You might walk into a room and, they're all trying to sell you something or tell you, oh, this doesn't feel comfortable. So once you've acknowledged it in your body, you've got clarity. And so being real and being truthful to yourself especially, don't be dishonest with yourself. I mean, you might try it with others, but if you promise yourself something, really do it. Otherwise, your inner child or yourself's going to get really upset with you. So being real is just being yourself. Not put on any airs and graces, not pretending to be something that you're not. And people feel that. They feel more comfortable with you. But we've been taught, we have to try hard at school, we have to get those exams, we have to put on an image, and all of these sales techniques. When I first started as a stockbroker, I was supposed to cold call people. You must be joking. I never did that. Reading off a script, I mean, it's so inauthentic. So by being true to yourself, it's really giving yourself a real gift, because you are what you are, and pretending otherwise, people see through it anyway. So by being true to yourself and being who you are, and you're being relaxed, you're grounded, you're centered, you're balanced, and your energy is really flowing very nicely. And so people feel comfortable, relaxed, they know they can be honest with you, and they also know that they're going to get the truth from you, which is a real gift, because if you see something, and if it's a friend, it's good to tell your friend, not see something, judge it, and talk behind the person's back. I think that's awful. And it really always comes back to you, and it hurts you. Hurting somebody else, I mean, even unintentionally, it hurts me a lot. Because, my heart's open, I'm very sensitive. So, I'm very conscious of not doing that. So being real, being authentic, that means really like an athlete. You're being in the flow. You're in the zone, they like to call it. But if you live in the present, living in the zone, that means all the past stuff you've let go of. You're not thinking about the future all the time. So you can be living in the now, living in the present. And that's where your energy is really focused and really strong. And there's not all this distractions going on in your mind. So say in a business meeting, you're a dynamo because your third eye's picking up all the clues. You can tune into a person to see if they're telling the truth. You can make decisions based on your whole body is sensing. Not just your eyes. Your whole body can pick up things in your emotional. You can pick up things from other people. Your solar plexus, your heart, your throat. Everything is sensitive. So use your whole body. For business especially, it's really very, very beneficial. And then also, if you have a project, you will find, say, if I'm going to write a book, I'll find that books come to me. I'm sort of guided into a bookstore, or a friend will give me a book where that's more information I can use. Or a friend will say something. So your guides and guardian angels, they're all around you to help you. But if you don't listen to them, they get really frustrated. And, they're not helping you at all because there's free will and you haven't asked them for help or you haven't listened to them. I mean, I just am absolutely amazed at the work that they do to engineer situations, and then you just carry on your merry way and don't listen. I mean, it must be terribly frustrating. So I make a point of thanking my guides constantly because I know what they're doing, and the guardian angels. And the more you have gratitude and thank them and listen and act from that, then you'll find you'll have more of them around to help you. Isn't that cool? So being yourself is not trying to be anything that you're not, and telling the truth. I mean, I had to give a talk in Sydney, and there were all these really important people, and I was quite young at the time, and I thought, oh, how can I talk to these people? I'm just a girl from the bush, from the outback, and my throat dried out, and I couldn't talk. So I went up on the stage where they introduced me, and I said, I'm just a girl from Norseman. I find it difficult, all you important people. The rush of love from all the people went straight into my heart, and my throat cleared immediately. Because I was holding this spoon, and I said, I wasn't born with a silver spoon in my mouth. And by telling the truth, the audience had the rapport and sent me love to give me confidence. So if I had tried to carry on pretending to be something I wasn't, I wouldn't have even been able to talk. So keep it simple and be real, tell the truth. And quite often, at big dinners, they asked what my father did. I said he was a gold miner. Oh, he owned the mine. No, he worked in a mine. He poured the gold. And so it's like telling the truth, and so not pretending to be anything that you're not, because that's your essence. That's honoring who you are, and just relaxing, going and being who you are. You can read all these books on dress to kill and dress for success, but it didn't help me very much. I just want to wear what I want to wear on the day. And that shines through. Beauty is from the inside out, not from the outside in. That covers up who you are. It's like wearing that old pan stick makeup and trying to see the glow on your face. You can't see it because the light shines from inside. And that's what people receive, and that's how they feel about you. So just be your true, authentic self and live in love and joy, and be honest with yourself. Be in integrity with yourself, and people get that too. And so when you meet them, people tell me the most in-depth stories that they've hidden from everyone in their life. And my friend says, that's not fair. I've known this person for 25 years. She's never told me that. I said, well, I wouldn't tell you that either. You're very judgmental. And so people know that they can trust you. So sitting at business dinners, sometimes a person cries. And I take that and my heart is full of gratitude often, because how wonderful that they would trust me with their innermost secrets and core things, and sometimes they've never told one other soul. So I'm just full of gratitude that I can be available for people. So live and be real and true to yourself. It's simple.